3 months ago, what you're seeing here was nothing but abandoned bare soil, lots of rocks, weeds, dry soil, and today it's become an off-grid productive food garden. And today I really want to show you the whole garden. So we're gonna make a full tour of the garden and we will see how I structure the garden, what worked, what failed, and I'm sure that during this tour we will also discover a lot of new things, like beautiful things, but maybe also challenges. And so we'll see together how to fix it, so let's go. So the way I wanted to structure the garden is actually in lines, in rows. Why? Because firstly, the design. It's actually beautiful to have like big lines like this full of plants. And the design is extremely important, not only on how the garden should work or should be more productive, but it's also like just the aesthetic of a garden. And I really like these big lines full of plants and full of veggies. And yeah, I will show you what I planted in each row. So let's go. Let's start with this one. And this one is actually a beautiful one that I really wanted in the center of the garden. Why? Because it's actually extremely colorful. It has like so many colors. We have like yellow one, red, pink, there are white ones. And I really like to have like this density of edible plants like right in the center of the garden, like full of colors. It's really like a rainbow. And in between, I also interplanted some lettuce, and actually the lettuce is benefiting from the shade that the chard is doing. So the long charred leaves will create shade for the lettuce. And at the end of this row, like full of lettuce and chard, I've made this little pond. So I find this like super beautiful. I found it in an antique market and I just placed a solar water pump. And this little pump is actually like also welcoming biodiversity. We're in Sicily, it's super warm, like even right now it's super warm. So just this water is actually giving water to biodiversity, to wasp. And wasps, you know, are like an amazing ally to basically eat aphids and pests on your plants, but also indeed bees that are coming here. So that's why I placed some stones, so that basically the bees can land on the stones and drink, have a fresh drink in the garden. So yeah, that's really beautiful, and the sound is absolutely amazing. The sound of water in the middle of the garden, I just love it. And so to cut your chard, it's really like cut always the outer leaves. You see like the outer leaves here, and you simply need to cut at the base. And these leaves that are like being eaten by pests, you can just like remove it from the plant, and I put it here at the base of the plant. Next to the chard and lettuce, here is another row, and actually this one is full of lettuce, basil, but also aubergine, eggplants, and it's giving such a nice vibe, like this deep purple color in the garden next to the color of the chard. I really love it. So look at this aubergine plant. It's really like growing beautifully. It's like big, and now we can also see like the first flowers, and that's actually from where the aubergine will grow, and these flowers are really beautiful. And yeah, I really love to just look at these plants. It takes way longer to grow versus tomatoes, but it's really beautiful. And like a full row of aubergine, like just imagine in 3 weeks, 1 month, how it will look like. The plant will be even bigger. They will carry like this beautiful aubergine. And actually, we just have one that is starting to grow, so I'll show you. So, and the first aubergine that is growing is this aubergine, and I love it because you see these beautiful white stripes. So this variety is called Lista d'Adagandia. I absolutely love it. And yeah, we're gonna harvest it. And part of an organic garden, yeah, you have some pests. And here actually, yeah, I would say I can see like some tiny bugs or worms starting to eat the first eggplant. So it's a good sign to actually know this now, because for all the future ones that will come, I can basically, you know, make bags around to protect the fruits and the vegetables. from pests, basically eating the vegetables before us. So when you will see the flowers that is like being pollinated and starting to form the fruits, you can place basically a bag around it so that you can protect the fruit. It's a great method also that works for strawberries. And I love also to plant basil next to the aubergine plant because the scent is actually repelling a lot of pests. And the reason why I put this beautiful purple basil is because it's really like matches perfectly with the purple color also of the aubergine. So I really think that it's like a really nice match. And if we extend it to the lettuce here that is like really deep green, I think like the association is absolutely beautiful. So that's really why I wanted to plant lettuce, basil and aubergine all together in the same bed. And on this other row, it's really a green row. I've planted like 2 different varieties of lettuce, but also some peppers and some sweet peppers, bell peppers. And yeah, as you can see, they take, you know, like much longer to grow. They require a lot of patience, but they grow really well. I can see first flowers and on other plants like there are already like bell peppers forming. So really beautiful. And I think it's also really nice to have like peppers growing like tall and vertical, and then the lettuce that can basically develop more horizontally on the soil so that it's they are not competing for space. And they are like also like keeping the soil fresher. And we have here the first bell peppers like growing. So interesting. There are 1, 2, 3 and some other flowers that I'm sure are already pollinated. And this one that will be pollinated hopefully and that will grow a nice pepper. But yeah, like super happy. The first bell peppers are coming. This one is actually also really cool. Like it has like the real shape with the pointy end. So yeah, super cool. So yeah, this row actually will be full of bell peppers and that's quite nice. I will be basically in the garden with fresh greens in the middle, bell peppers here, on the other side like some aubergine, eggplants and beautiful basil. So yeah, I cannot complain. And we have here a lettuce that is actually starting to flower because of the heat. So we're gonna harvest it, and I absolutely love this variety. Look at the density of foliage. It's really super cool. I'm eating it. And we're gonna harvest it. When they start to flower like that, it will also affect the taste. They will become a bit more bitter. So I will cut it. The stem is like huge, and yeah, look at this lettuce. It's massive. It's huge. I think there is definitely like a dinner for 4-5 persons just on this lettuce. It's really absolutely beautiful. So yeah. A new fresh lettuce today from the garden and fully organic without pesticides. Up. And this will go in the shade because like it's like super warm right now. So yeah, if you want to preserve it, water and shade. So and from here we are entering in the second part of the garden. It's kind of the dream area. Why? Because that's where like there are all the tomatoes. And of course, like tomatoes are a gardener's dream. And what I like in this area is also like all the structures. So in bamboo canes. So I've made these trellises with bamboo and just a twine to basically help the tomato plant to grow vertically. And I also love the design, and I just love like to walk in the middle, being surrounded with beautiful tomato plants. So yeah, it's quite cool. And I'm growing different tomato varieties. So I'm going to show you. The tomatoes are starting to shape up nicely. So this one, wow, look at the patterns. It's really beautiful. It's art from nature. So this one is a Cuore di Bue, so it's like beefsteak tomatoes. Beautiful one. It will really grow like huge. Here we have like another variety. They are more round shaped, but really beautiful too. And here I'm growing actually the long tomatoes. So these ones are more like San Marzano type, and yeah, I found them like really beautiful. It's really nice. So it's really cool. So what I like with growing like all these tomato plants like with their trellis is that you can really mix actually like different shape, different colors, different patterns. And yeah, when everything will be like mature and ready for harvest, yeah, it will be really like so beautiful. And yeah, if you place the twine in the right way since the beginning at the base of the plant, then you simply have like to put the stem of your plant around the twine so that your plant is growing upward and has good support, especially when there is a lot of wind. So you see here, it's holding like perfect, growing upwards. And I think also what's very important is to avoid having leaves touching the ground, because if the leaves are touching the soil, it can develop mildew. So what you can do is actually to always regularly prune your tomatoes and prune the lower leaves, just to make sure they won't basically be in contact with water and humidity. So here you see this tomato plant. Voilà, there is no leaves on the floor. I did prune here, and it's not affecting at all like the growth of the plant. It's actually like protecting the plant and also releasing energy to the tomato plant to develop more vertically, to grow more flowers and then more tomatoes. And to maintain like healthy tomato plants, you really need like to prune it along its growth. So actually, what you want is to really maintain a good airflow around the plant, you know, so that the plant can breathe. And here we have an example that I don't like. It's actually when you have like different leaves and stems like all together here. So this is actually dangerous because it can create like humidity pockets and then develop mildew on your plants. So what you want to do is to basically free up the plant from this potential danger and just harvest and cut some leaves. Voila. So that right now the leaves are not touching each other, it's more aerated. Also, these two ones, I actually like really don't like it. They are really like crossing each other. So here also, I will cut and remove this one so that the plant can be more free, breathe, and it will reduce like drastically the risk of having mildew on your plants. And indeed, always check the below of your plants to make sure that there are no leaves in direct contact with the ground. And you may have noticed that with the tomatoes, I mixed with other plants. The first one is calendula. I love to plant calendula, firstly because they are absolutely beautiful. Huh? It's wonderful flowers, edible, you can fully use it. And it's actually like also attracting and repelling pests so that your tomato plants are a bit safer. So it's always a good choice to basically make calendula plants between two tomato plants. And yeah, you have a choice of so many colors. It's attracting like pollinators. It's yeah, really beautiful. I love this orange color. And another plant that I love to use with tomatoes, it's actually basil, an amazing companion plant. The scent is also like repelling some pests, but it's also like helping basically tomatoes to grow. So the association of basil and tomatoes within the same bed is helping both plants to grow healthily, and you can see it. They are like super happy. And I mean, the scent is like absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna just pinch a bit of basil and smell it. Wow, such a wonder. So yeah, so it's really an amazing association, like works well for both plants. And it also works for the gardener actually, because when you will have some beautiful tomatoes, right next to the tomatoes, you can have like some fresh basil too to make a nice caprese salad. So yeah, it's really a Must have in your garden, like really this association. So think about tomato plants, basil, calendula. It's creating aesthetically something beautiful, but also like something healthy to help all the plants thrive and grow together. And you may wonder what is actually on my bed, the material I use to cover the bed. It's actually cardboard. It's an organic cardboard mulch sheet, and I use it to cover like all of my beds, and it makes honestly a great job. The first one is that it prevents weeds from growing between your plants. And the second very, very important job is actually that firstly, it's not using any plastics, it's fully organic and biodegradable. And two, it's actually maintaining a moisture level that is more stable, and that's super important for tomatoes. So if you go next to the stem and that you compare both soils, here you really have a soil that is like totally dry, and here you have actually a soil that is moist, and it's really like keeping this moisture level like way longer, and that's actually super important for tomatoes because tomatoes, they absolutely hate irregular watering. So if you water like very strongly one day and after during 3 days you don't water, it can create actually like the blossom end rot. So it's really like the end of your tomatoes will start rotting, and this is often due to an irregular watering. So maintaining a good moisture level will prevent basically your tomatoes to rot, and also it's actually helping the tomatoes to capture all the nutrients present in the soil. So that's really, really essential. So yeah, honestly, I really like strongly advise you to use like this cardboard mulch sheets. It's way better also versus straw that can fly away. And here in Sicily, there is also some risk, of course, of fire with the heat. So it's an amazing compromise. And Bonnie wanted to say hi to you. and yeah. And in the middle of the tomatoes, I actually made this row. And on this row, I wanted to plant some beautiful Nasturtium. So Nasturtium is really like a magnet for aphids. So it's really like attracting all the aphids. And actually, it's also super good because the flowers are fully edible. It tastes like a bit like radish. And it's really like a bit spicy. I love it. And next to it, I planted this basil. And this, I'm not sure that you know this basil. This is actually Greek basil. And it's like super tiny, but wow, the perfume and the smell is absolutely incredible. And it's really like grows like super bushy. So the scent is really powerful. And actually, a big fail of this garden, because I'm showing how everything is growing perfectly. No, there is also fails, and there are some, and it's part of the experience in an organic garden. For me this year, it's actually the strawberries. If you look at it, the strawberry plants are really like not developed like really well. They are not really healthy. It lacks some water for sure. And also, look at all the fruits. It's a big problem. And you see here, this is clearly a sign that basically bugs are actually eating the strawberry while it's still like basically fruiting and when the fruit is actually forming. So this is a big issue because then I end up having these strawberries, which clearly, as you can see, are not edible. And the few ones that made it were actually like also eaten by other pests. So my biggest learning is definitely to have an irrigation system to have like really more water for the strawberry next year, and also protect a little bit better the strawberries. And I think that the cardboard mulch that I added like for all of the rest of the garden, I should have definitely added it also here to maintain more moisture, because yeah, the strawberries are a bit suffering. So yeah, no strawberries this year from the garden, but at least I've learned something. So I created another row that is just here, and look at that. It's beautiful. It's a bit the flower row, and yeah, look at that. We have like some beautiful sunflowers. So I really have like the small ones that creates like many little sunflowers, and also I have like a bigger one like right here that is like huge. Look at that. It's really like amazing, quoi. It's like it's really huge, quoi, and it's beautiful. So why sunflowers? But firstly, it's absolutely beautiful. I love to have sunflowers, and then of course, like it's bringing also like more biodiversity for pollinators, and indeed you can after like eat the seeds. But I've planted other flowers that you can see here. And if you don't know this plant, so maybe you can guess actually which flower it is, but this is really an absolute like wonder. It's called Zinnias. And you can see here that the first flower bud is actually forming here. And this flower bud will give birth to a flower that will be actually as tall as the sunflower that you just saw. So basically, it will really like here create a whole row of zinnias, like just like that, as tall as this sunflower. So here, let's say in 1 month, you will have a huge row of flowers, and I've planted so many varieties, so we'll definitely see that in another video. But yeah, zinnias are absolutely amazing, beautiful. They are really rich, you know, in nectar, so it will attract a lot of butterflies. And also what I like is that they are drought tolerant. So for Sicily and a warm climate, actually having zinnias is perfect because you can have like beautiful flowers and they don't need a lot of water. So this is the first garden. As you can see, there are really like lots of plants, and like these lines of vegetables and fruits are really beautiful. But I created also a second area that is just here. So let's go. And in this garden, I planted like different varieties, and actually I think like planted vegetables that are taking a little bit more space, just like this zucchini. Like this zucchini plant is really like beautiful. It starts to have really a super dense foliage, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the plants. They are developing nicely. They enjoy the sun. You can see that they are happy because you really see the leaves, and the leaves are really like capturing all the sun, so they are like super happy here. And these zucchini are actually like yeah, growing pretty well. I have a few here, but there are also like some issues, and the big issue I have is actually with ants, and ants are really like attacking like all of my plants, and sometimes they are like just going under the flower of the zucchini and basically eating all the pollen. So it leads to less pollinated zucchini, and then less pollinated zucchini end up basically rotting. So yeah, it's really a struggle like the ants this year. And here, regarding pollination, actually look at this one. It's definitely the example of a zucchini that has been not pollinated. You can see here it's starting rotting, so it's called blossom end rot. And yeah, it can be pollination, it can be nutrient deficiency, it can be lack of watering. Actually here it's not a nutrient deficiency, but it's definitely a pollination issue. So what you can do when basically it's not pollinated like this is that you need to cut actually this fruit at the base. Voilà, you cut it, and this can also go in your compost, but yeah, you cannot eat it. And yeah, it's really, I think the ants that are like eating a lot of like my zucchini flowers and pollen, which is a problem, and which yeah, I will have to deal with. But yeah, if you have this like on your zucchini plants, simply cut it. It will also like release energy to the plants to produce more. One thing that is extremely important for zucchini is here. Look at the leaves here. And actually, the plants will grow. You see the stem from this stem to here, And what you should do is actually all the lower stems, so all the leaves and stems that are like on the lower side, you should actually prune them. Like I will show you why. So you can take it here and prune the plant. Why I'm pruning the lower leaves? Because if you look at these leaves, there are like some white dots, and these white dots, it's actually powdery mildew. So powdery mildew are all these white dots that you can see here on the leaf, but also on the back of the leaves here. And powdery mildew is a fungal disease that can spread very rapidly on the whole plants, but also on plants nearby. So it's super essential to actually prune your zucchini plants, I would say in summer almost every day, to just cut all these lower leaves, and it's not really like harming the plant at all. And when I finished like my pruning, do not let the leaves here next to your zucchini plant, because otherwise the fungi will basically spread. So you take these leaves and you compost them like really far away from where your zucchini are growing, and that way it's a good way to basically not eradicate but control a bit better this fungal disease that is like powdery mildew. But yeah, can't wait to harvest the first zucchini. They are growing really like amazing. And now what I want to show you is actually the second row. That was my dream, a bit the second row. I will show you why. It's because here in this second row, so I planted a lot of basil. For those who know me, I love basil. I'm a huge fan of basil. And I really, when I started like creating the garden beds here, I was really like saying like, I would absolutely love to have a row full of basil and full of different varieties. So that's what I did here. And I will show you exactly like which variety I planted and the one I like the most. So let's go. Bon, so Bonnie is actually asking for cuddles now, so I cannot continue to shoot. Ah no, now it's okay. C'est bon, Bonnie, I can shoot? All good. So I don't know if you know this variety, but I discovered it actually when I arrived in Sicily, and it's basically called Basil lettuce leaf. And you can see it looks like a bit a lettuce leaf. Like when it's bushy like this, it really looks like lettuce, and it produces really like big leaves, and the scent is absolutely amazing. I really love this scent. And so for like every basil, instead of just harvesting the leaf one by one, what you need to do is to actually cut the tops. And if you cut the tops here, just like that, it will basically make the lower leaves grow as big as this one. So the more you trim your basil and that you prune it regularly, the more basically leaves it will produce. And that's really like the beauty of basil. So of course it's a kind of a job, to look after all the plants and to prune regularly. But yeah, I think there is worse things in life than pruning basil, to be sure. And yeah, like this basil, the scent is absolutely beautiful. I really like it. It's not like the classical basil. It has a bit of licorice nuances, so super interesting. So yeah, remember this one, like lettuce leaf basil. It's absolutely a wonder to have in your garden. And I will show you some other basil that I'm growing here. So of course a basil that you already saw, like the purple basil. This purple basil is, in terms of scent, the same as the traditional basil, but I really love the color. Like this purple is really beautiful. It's really a deep purple. And here you can see also that even if basil can repel some pests, There are also some pests that love to actually eat the leaves. You see here, like we have like some nice bites. Here also, some nice bites. And actually it can be earwigs, it can be also grasshoppers that basically come at night and eat the foliage. So yeah, it can be annoying, but once again, that's part of the game. So what I'm doing is that I'm pruning some leaves, and actually the ones that I harvested and that are a bit damaged, I put them back here to maybe make them eat first before they eat the plants. But yeah, like love this basil. And here, a basil that is really special. It's actually lemon basil. So this basil has a deep lemon scent. So it's a bit similar as lemon balm in a way. So if you have never like tried lemon balm, it's also like an absolutely amazing herb to make infusions. But yeah, this lemon basil is really like wonderful. So same principle, when you harvest it, always harvest the top. And wow, it's really like absolutely amazing quoi. Lemon basil, like such a wonder. Absolutely love it. So I've planted a few here, as you can see. And this is more here the classical basil. So we can call it like the Basilico genovese. It's a bit like the traditional basil that really thrive here in the south of Italy, in Sicily. And you see like deep green. It really like loves to have like a strong heat. What I like here is that they also have like some shade. So now it's a bit like with shade in this garden. And that's also good, you know, like to have part sun, part shade, even for strong plants like basil or tomatoes. And here, next to this basil, we have like the Greek basil. And yeah, you see it's really like growing like a small ball, basically. And yeah, it's really a wonder. Like the scent is really absolutely amazing. And to harvest it by exactly the same principle. So just take a few tops and enjoy it. But honestly, in pasta or pesto, it's really like such a strong basil that is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, here is a bit my basil first collection, but trust me, next year I will grow way more basil because there are like still like so many cool varieties like Thai basil, cinnamon basil, and many more. So yeah, that's the plan for next year. And on this next row, it's actually also kind of a dream row. Hey Bonnie, so she doesn't want me to shoot anymore, but oui, attends, on n'écrase pas la plante. It's actually melons. So I really like planted melons on this whole row. So I think there are approximately probably 15-20 plants. And yeah, I can't wait to have like some homegrown melon. It would be really beautiful. And actually for this plant, it's a climbing plant. But I don't know yet if I will stack them up or if I will just leave them on the ground like this, because they will also like make a good actually cover on the ground. So yeah, I will probably experiment, maybe one vertical, one that I will leave horizontal. And here there is actually a plant that I stacked vertically, sorry. It's a loofah, and loofah is yeah, really like a wonder too, because you can actually make a sponge with it. So it's really like just a natural sponge, but it's really a plant that can take so much space that yeah, I decided to grow it vertically. And yeah, like we will make soon a video update, but you will see that the loofah will be overtaking everything. It's so huge, but it's really like a wonderful plant to grow to. And I mean, it's so cool also to just make your natural sponge. It's absolutely amazing. And yeah, and I want to show you something also a bit special, to show you like the pest control, and the pest also sometimes you can't control, like just like ants. So I will show you something interesting. And here is a garden bed that I created like after all the other garden beds, and it's growing like amazing. But you will see here there are like some plants that are really suffering, and actually really suffering from pests. And unfortunately, the ants are really tough in this zone of the garden. They are like basically ruining the aubergine plants. They are like not only digging around the plants, they are literally eating the plants. And they are not like eating the fruits like the aubergine. They are eating the plants, the stems, the leaves. They are eating everything. And it's really super tough because, yeah, when you're on a balcony or a smaller space, you can kind of control. On a huge land like this, how do I do with the ants, you know? Like I cannot like fully control it, and it's also part of the ecosystem. So here, like I have to kind of sacrifice a bit these plants because like I prefer like to have a few plants damaged here versus having all of the other plants damaged. So actually I'm leaving these ones here being eaten by the ants so that they stay in this side of the land and they don't go on the other side of the garden where everything is growing well. So yeah, as you can see here, like the main stem is actually cut, and look at all the ants. They are like really eating the plant. So it's not only eating the harvest, it's like before the harvest they are eating the plant. So look at the number of ants that is like on the plants, like trying to basically eat everything. So yeah, it's super hard to control, and that's part of the game. But you can see here, like there is one plant here. This one is actually very healthy, like the one next to it. But look here, like they are also like starting to basically attack this plant here, and like they are making holes, like literally holes. And this plant looked healthy, so it's really crazy. But yeah, I tried to spray like some. I made some infused onion garlic spray. I sprayed around, etc. But yeah, it disturbed them like one day, but the next day they are all here. So yeah, it's a problem. But as I said, when you have like, you know, a big garden and a big land, yeah, if you want to grow organic, you also like cannot control everything. I think as a gardener, you also need to let go of all of this. Otherwise, you can also like turn crazy. Like if you really want to control every area of your garden and that everything has to work the way you want it to work, yeah, that does not work like this. So sometimes it's okay to let it go. I'm not saying it makes me happy, but that's part of the game. At least here we have like all the tomatoes that are like really growing well, and they are not like fully attacked. And these tomatoes are cool actually. It's like this one is a purple variety, so super beautiful. So yeah, look at it, like beautiful color. And these ones are also extremely cool. It's the green zebra variety. So yeah, really love this variety too. And the ants are not attacking here the tomatoes, so that's a good news. And in the last row, you have a beautiful like summer vegetable, cucumbers, loaded with water. So that's exactly what we need for summer when it's like really warm. And yeah, like I made a tutorial video on Instagram to show it, but it's really about like using basically a strong wire mesh to grow your cucumbers vertically. And yeah, it's working quite well. The plant is basically like taking support on the mesh to grow. And I can see actually like some first little cucumbers growing. So you can see here, this one, so next to the flower, and yeah, it looks like a small cornichon, as we say in French, but that's actually a cucumber that will grow like bigger, and yeah, it's like wonderful. Like I just love to like observe the plants and how it grows, but cucumbers are amazing. For cucumbers, like really same thing, you really need to prune the lower leaves just like you're doing pruning on zucchini, because like powdery mildew can also develop on the leaves, so it's really important to cut always like the lower leaves like progressively. So that's really the main job in summer. It's also to watch out for your plants and just like continue to prune, release energy, and only keep basically the healthy part of the plant so that it can continue to grow and not have any disease. But yeah, like pretty happy with this cucumber, and I'm sure and I hope that it will give me lots of other cucumber. And yeah, I'm just like putting the plants in the inside of the mesh so that it can continue to grow inside and grow up. So yeah, that was the first tour of the garden on this land in Sicily, and I truly hope you enjoyed it. I personally enjoyed it. It's a bit like walking with you in the garden, and yeah, and just like sharing on the go what I observe, what I see, a bit of gardening tips. So yeah, I truly hope that you enjoyed. And yeah, of course, leave me comments, ask me some questions, because you may have some questions on vegetables, different techniques, what works, what doesn't work. You maybe also have suggestions, so please send it in the comments. I always read your comments because I really love to hear from you, so feel free to do so, and of course subscribe to the channel to follow the next video. And yeah, thanks so much, and green love to you.